Hey everybody, it's Tony from Appalachian Dual Sport, and today we're going to talk about what I believe is one of the top 10 things that you should always carry with you on an adventure ride. Of course, everybody knows and thinks about things like your GPS unit, your tools, of course, some spare food and water, things like that you should bring along. But in my opinion, one of the top 10 things that should be in your kit, and you should never leave home on an adventure ride without it, is a map, an actual physical paper map. And in my opinion, one of the best maps that's out there is this Delorme Atlas and Gazetteer road map. Now this map contains in it, and we'll show you some close-ups later, just about every single surface road, gravel road, dirt road, possible foot trails that are out there. A lot of guys will get the Butler Maps, but in my opinion, they are more specific to certain routes that have already been selected by Butler. So back road discovery routes that have been laid out by them, along with gas and food and things like that along the way. So it's a very good resource, the Butler Map is, but it's not as extensive as this map. So, for example, if you wanted to ride just those routes as set out by Butler, that's great. Get their map, it's an awesome resource. But if you want to discover undiscovered routes, if you want to find a dirt road that might go somewhere that Butler doesn't know about, or is not shown on a Forest Service map, get this thing. These are widely available at Wal-Mart or any of those types of places. Any bookstore, I think, carries this kind of map. They have them for every single state. This obviously is exclusively for Tennessee. And it's very good. I've used this many times. I've sat in my apartment or my home looking for just routes. You just look on the map and you say, oh, what's this neat little road over here? Where does this lead? And you follow them. The map itself is laid out in sections, so every section is blown up in detail. Now, it's not going to show you topography like a 24K topography map and elevations, but there are some indications of that. Like, for example, if you are looking in a national forest section, it will show you elevations. But for the rest of the roads that aren't in national parks and that kind of thing, it doesn't show you the elevation lines. But anyway, for what it's worth, my 2 cents, get this map. Now, right on an inside cover, you'll see an overview of your entire state. And then, of course, each grid refers to a specific map page number. So then when you go there, so for example, if you're interested in the Knoxville area, you'd be looking at maps 43, 44, 59, and 60. And then you could flip to those pages and see extreme detail. Of course, for extreme dual sporting, there's a lot of stuff in here that it will show you. For example, unimproved roads, trails, or old railroad grades. Those make for some awesome adventure riding. And they've got, of course, forest trails, forest routes, all kinds of stuff that they will show you in this guide that you will not get on your average map. There's a massive amount of information in these maps. Park, forest, recreation areas, showing you what's available, camping, swimming, fishing, boating, hiking, biking, telling you which campground, if those types of things are available. Historic sites and museums, hunting areas, campgrounds, canoe trips. My God, it's got everything. Unique natural features, wildlife, hiking. These are just awesome I hope maps. You guys can see this, but right outside of Tracy City on the Cumberland Plateau, as you can see here, you can see that they're marking out roads here, and these are specifically four-wheel drive roads. So talk about some good adventure riding. Get out here and hit some of these roads, and you can just follow them out to scenic areas, Foster Falls, according to this map here. So there's all kinds of detail, and then you can hook back up with this highway. I mean, all kinds of impressive information that you're not going to find in Butler Maps, because these little undiscovered, well, obviously they've been discovered by somebody, but by you, these little mini adventures, not the grand scale of like the Butler Map laid out adventures, but this is this will help you. And of course, as you can see in the National Forest and the State Forest, also they show you the actual elevation contours. So you can see, like right here, for example, this is an extremely steep area. They don't actually give you the elevation, I don't believe. They'll probably give you the elevation of the highest peaks, but you can just tell by looking at the map that that would be a steep. One thing I want to point out is that these maps don't have that nice lamination on them. They don't have that plasticky protection on them, so you cannot get these maps wet. And what I do when I carry this map with me is I just simply fold it in half and stick it in my hydration pack. And I guess one of the questions is, why bother carrying a paper map in the first place? Well, let's say the only thing you've got with you is your GPS, either on your phone or a dedicated GPS, like a mechanical problem with your bike and your batteries die, or you can't charge your phone, you can't charge your GPS. What if you crash and break your GPS? What if the GPS just goes on the fritz? Also, one thing that you can't do with your GPS is, let's say, this. Check it out, man. Still working. So, anyway, I'd stomp up and down on it. You should always carry a paper map with you, whatever paper map that is, Butler, Forest Service map, wherever you happen to be. But honestly, I don't believe you can beat these maps. These Delorme maps are awesome. So, good luck, guys. Safe riding, and gals, safe riding, and see you out there.